Hello, friends. It is time to try a new form of breath work and a silent meditation time. If it is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here to join me. It feels like a good day on Sunday morning to just get in some peace, some presence, and just be ourselves, be human beings for a moment before the next week starts. Also, we're going to do two things today. And every week, I like to try a different form of breath work. And if you're not familiar with any of my work, I love breath work, all kinds of breath work. So every week, we try a different version. And so we start with that. We start with a new form of breath work, and then we have a few minutes of silent meditation. It's not totally silent because I like to have a little bit of music myself in the background, and the music helps me stay focused in my body and be present and not distracted by noise that might be coming from outside. So that's how we're gonna let that go and work today. So our breath work that we're going to practice today is box breathing. And this, along with the breathing practice that we did last week, which was hummingbird breath, are both practices that are about focus, improving your focus. And you've probably done box breathing before because it's one of the more common breathwork techniques, but we're going to do it today. And you may have also heard it called square breathing. And this is a ratio bound breathing technique that follows a part of equal parts breathing and breath retention. In this variation, there's a pause at the top of the inhalation and at the bottom of the exhalation. So visualizing the shape of a box or a square gives your mind something to focus on as you are tracking your breath. And this is really good when you need a physical or mental reset. And I say that because this is the kind of thing that I love doing with children. I loved doing this with my daughter when she was younger because again, kids can relate to a box. They get the whole box thing, and that makes it easier for them. Hello, I see a couple more people just joined. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions at any time, or you just want to say hello and let me know where you're coming from in the chat, please do so. I'll be keeping my eye on the chat throughout our entire session. Okay, so box breathing. Some of the other benefits that it brings to the table is it improves our concentration and focus, as I mentioned earlier. It does encourage us to relax. It brings relaxation in, which is, again, another reason that I like to do it with children because it's easy for them to kind of visualize that box, but it can help calm and relax them during times of stress. So we want to, right? We all need that. And sometimes, honestly, if I'm feeling stressed, I will just go find a little corner or go into the ladies' room. And if I'm not going to listen to a breath meditation or any kind of meditation, sometimes I'll just sit and do box breathing. And I've been known to do that before big presentations for work or important meetings just to calm myself down. Because when I'm relaxed and calm, I find that I have more clarity. And that is another benefit of doing some kind of breath work like this. And it slows down. If you're anxious or nervous about something, the box breathing will slow you down. And so you can respond instead of react. And it calms the thoughts. So all of those things are great reasons why doing box breathing is just kind of a go-to for a lot of people. Again, it's very, very, I don't want to say common, but a lot of people know about it. And it's for all of those reasons. Not to mention the fact that it's pretty easy to do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let me walk you through what's going to happen. So what you're doing is you're going to be first, I want you to make sure that you're comfortable in your seat and just take a few conscious breaths. So breathe in and exhale. And do that again. Okay. And that's just to get us a little bit more into the moment. And when you're breathing in again, I want you to lengthen your spine and soften your shoulders at the same time. I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to this gets scrunched up sometimes. So you don't want to be doing that all the time. Okay, so let's lengthen our spine. So breathing in and lengthening our spine. And then and inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to release our shoulders. Yes. Awesome. Now, what we'll do, if you've never done this before, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for a count of 4, pause for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, and pause on empty for a count of 4. And when you're doing that, you might want to visualize a box. Some people like to start at the top and go around. Some people like to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's whatever works best for you. Now, if you want to watch as I do the box, that's fine. If you want to do the box yourself, that's fine too. Typically when I'm doing breath work, I like to close my eyes because it helps me to stay focused on my breath and what I'm doing. But not everybody likes to do that. So that's up to you. All right, so let's start. And we're going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold that exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take a regular breath. All right, let's do that a few more times and I'm going to vary the tempo a little bit because I know that as I'm doing it, I tend to, if I pull it out a little bit more, I tend to get more relaxed. So let's inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a couple deep breaths. Just be present in this moment. If you find your mind wandering, just come right back to your box and your breath. All right, let's do this a couple more times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, take a deep breath. How are you feeling? Just let me know in the comments. Are you feeling more relaxed? We're sitting here. We're calm. We're grounded. Just a couple other tips. Some people like to draw a box on a piece of paper when they're doing it and use their eyes to draw the shape of the box when they're doing it, or use their finger to trace the shape of the box while they're doing it. Either way. And if you ever want to be guided through a box breath meditation, I have a box breath meditation here, and you can use that anytime. It's also available on Insight Timer and Spotify, if those are your other options to try. And yeah, it's good. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because I'm actually working on several breath courses, meditation courses right now that are focused on different things. One's on focus, which will include box breathing. One's on concentration. One's on relaxation. So don't forget to hit subscribe, because those meditations, along with some of my other audio courses, will be popping up here regularly. In fact, there's a new one that is being released over time right now about morning intentions. Again, available on Spotify and on the Insight Timer. And there'll be a very special one available at right about a week before Thanksgiving here. All right. Here we are. Tell me what you're feeling. If you're relaxed, I know I always feel more relaxed. But we're going to move on to our silent meditation now. And what that means is we're going to sit. And we just practiced this box breathing, which is allowing us to relax And so now this is a perfect time to move into a silent meditation. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to be playing some music as we're going through the meditation, just to help your mind stay focused on something. And if you find your mind wandering, it's okay. Just bring yourself back to your presence here and now. Some people who aren't familiar with doing silent meditation struggle to get through the time allotted. We're going to keep this relatively short to around 5 minutes. Some people like to start with a minute because they can't seem to. I know when I first started, let me just put it that way. When I first started doing silent meditation, I would sit in silence and my mind would go whizzing off, chasing after something. And our minds are designed to do that. They're designed to be scanning for something to do, some problem to solve. It's okay. Just bring yourself back, and I'll prompt you along the way. And I'm going to be keeping my eyes open so I can keep an eye on the chat for any questions or comments. I encourage you to close your eyes or gaze softly downwards to try and minimize any distractions. All right, so here we go. All right. All right. How was that? How did that feel? Did you find your mind wandering? I know I did. Because that's what our minds are designed to do. Being aware of your mind wandering is part of the process of a silent meditation. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just expected. Being mindful means being aware and bringing yourself back to presence. That's what practicing mindfulness is. You're going to wander. Coming back is the part that is important here. So, how are you feeling? More relaxed? It's Sunday morning. It's time to get it's a good time to get relaxed and allow ourselves more clarity and focus coming into the week. So, I typically will on Sunday figure out what it is that I need to or want to accomplish during the week. And before I get started on that, I do silent meditation. I usually do breath work before that. So I come into that silent meditation from a place of relaxation. You can listen to any of my breath meditations here to get you into that frame of mind and do your own silent meditation. But I always love having you here too. So I do those things before I work on my list or the activities that I know are coming up for the week. Because when I'm doing that, I'm coming from a place of calm, which means I can have more clarity in my mind. And I don't start to feel overwhelmed with all the things that I need to do. Typically, I'll have two lists. The first list, which has everything, and the second list, which I put in order of priority. And some things might not make it from the first list to the second list. Everybody's different. However you want to do that is fine. If you just want to have a silent meditation just because, go for it. I encourage you to do that. I'm really glad that you joined me here today. I'm so grateful for that. And every morning I do a short little mindful journaling session that you can join me for if you're into journaling. Excuse me. And coming up soon, I'm going to be adding some more live sessions which are going to help you figure out what the best way to practice mindfulness for you is in this moment, because it changes over time, which means that it's a good thing to have lots of resources and tools at your disposal so you can pick and choose which ones work best for you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Have a lovely week. And I will be here next week and we'll get to practice a new kind of breath meditation next week.